Hey guys, I'm currently on the protest street here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I am so proud right now. We are in deep MAGA country, and I was not expecting this kind of support, and I'm so happy that everybody's here. It's amazing. God, this makes me feel so good, y'all. You know, the last week or two, or shit, ever since the election, I've just been so fucking depressed, but this is giving me hope. This is giving me hope.
So this is Florida. There's these, apparently there's like 2,000 protests going on around the country. Today is President Trump's 79th birthday. I believe it's also the 250th birthday of the U.S. military. And I have seen so many people protesting around the country in these videos that we're going to be watching together. So this is Florida. Let's move on here. Okay, so this one says NYPD cop accidentally pepper sprays himself. One time I was just in the area where pepper spray was, and I had to get out of there. I don't know how people can like get pepper sprayed in the face and keep on coming, but apparently this cop is one of those that had to stop.
June 14th just started, and there's already a breaking news story this morning. It looks like 2 Minnesota lawmakers were targeted in political attacks, both Democrats. One of them is dead, the other one is in critical condition currently. This just happened in the last hour. They were both targeted in public places and shot. So that's the start of our June 14th, as well as we have the military parades and protests for No Kings Day across the country. There is protests in all 50 states registered for the No Kings Day protests.
So it's really weird. I heard that police went to these Minnesota officials' homes at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and they saw a fake police vehicle there. And apparently, these people that were impersonating the police, apparently they actually shot these 2 Minnesota lawmakers, ending one of their lives. Very, very bizarre. But I heard about this last night, and I was going to do a video about it last night, that there was going to potentially be some danger for all people in the government around the country. It started with these two. Let's see if we end up hearing any more about that for the rest of the day. Hopefully not. Okay, this one's in Audubon, Pennsylvania.
We have more than I thought.
Yeah.
It's.
Is this a really political area?
We all come from just Shannondale. I mean, we're like.
Is that a retirement home? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know.
Right up there.
Standing outside the Giant, you know. You'd be running around buying oranges, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway. But these aren't normal times.
No.
And we're very respectful of each other's political divisions. And
So obviously these are a couple seniors that came from the senior living center across the street to show their support for the No Kings protests. Don't see that every day.
June 14th will likely be the largest protest in decades, and I'd like us to work together to show exactly what the numbers are. Whether you're a protester, an organizer, or if you see it covered on a local news station, you can log the numbers for your site on wethepeopledissent.net.
So the pictures they're showing looks like literally hundreds of thousands of people almost in every location. It's pretty impressive. Oklahoma No Kings protest. Here we go.
My right to criticize the president and this administration. The freedom of speech is meant to protect you from this government, not the other way around. Now we're all going to acknowledge a universal truth here. Donald Trump and his cabinet of lackeys are the living embodiments of greed and evil. We're going to talk about some of those evils right now. The detention of green card holders and international students, people who spoke up for a permanent and humanitarian ceasefire and an end to the occupation. Detention of those people, that is evil. Oklahoma, we took in the third highest number of Afghan refugees after we left Afghanistan unprotected. And now the Attorney General of Oklahoma, Gentner Drummond, who is running for governor, supports Trump's policy of revoking their statuses.
Tomorrow, June 14th, will be the day that goes down in history as either the day that we stopped a tyrant from obtaining authoritarian control over America, or it will be the day that is known forever as the catalyst of the Civil War in this country. And the decision is ours. I'm making this video devoid of my typical content, which is quite fiery, and I am coming to you with an extremely urgent and earnest plea. You must go. You must fight. You must attend your city's No King's Day protest. This is not an ideological, it's better to protest and fight violence with peace. This is not an, wouldn't it be great if you were, went down in history on the right side? That is not this. This is life or death. This is do or die, and it is now or never. These protests are not unknown to the administration. They are not unknown to Donald Trump. They are very much known, and they are the reason that the National Guard was deployed in Los Angeles on Saturday, because he knew they were coming. And he also knew that by sending the National Guard to Los Angeles, by overstepping federal power, by stripping Governor Gavin Newsom of his authority as the governor of that state, that would incite riot, anger, all of the things. He knew that, and he did it on purpose, because every single second that the Guard is left in Los Angeles, the rest of us are protesting. And what he is signaling is that it doesn't matter if your governor is on your side or not. There's no one here to save you. I can do whatever I want.
So there's a lot of people that feel just like this young lady does, that we have a tyrant for a president that wants to be a king. He's overstepping his boundaries when it comes to what he's able to do and not do in this country. If you feel a lot like this person does, please let us know in the comments. But at the same time, if you feel the exact opposite of how she feels, let us know as well. But please, whatever comments you leave, please let them be or have them be respectful. Wow, look at all those people. And I assure you it goes on for a long time in all directions. This is quite impressive. So that's one particular area of the country. That was in Belfast, Maine. Here's Atlanta, Georgia.
Human Rights Campaign, Give It Up for Georgia Equality, Georgia Conservation Voters, the Vallejo Impact Fund. These are the organizations that are doing the work not only today, but have always been there trying to make for a better Georgia. Also, a quick reminder, ASL, please be mindful for not to block the view. Y'all remember this guy, right? He's famous, right? Best in the nation. We are now at capacity at Liberty Plaza.
And I believe it. Atlanta's packed.
So you're telling me it's just a coincidence that it's Donald Trump's birthday today. He's throwing a parade for his birthday at the same time as the 1,800 plus No Kings protests are going on throughout America. At the same time as there's 2,700 National Guard and military already here in America. At the same time as Iran and Israel start bombing each other. At the same time as the peaceful protests are being escalated by the police into more, and then the media is taking that and flipping the story and making it seem like something it's not, and you're telling me it's all just a coincidence?
You know, it is kind of interesting how there's certain days where all these things do happen, but this was actually something in the works the last couple days, because I was seeing it yesterday plastered all up for people to go out and be a part of these protests. So I'm assuming they've known about this day for a while, probably making it coincide with the president's 79th birthday. But I didn't know about this the day before yesterday. So if this is newer to you, let me know. It was new to me yesterday, but I've only known about it since then.
So apparently, certain people in our society are calling on us to rise up and protest. No Kings rallies all across America. They want people like myself to show up and protest against kings. Okay? You want me to show up in Dallas, Texas, or drive up to Austin, San Antonio, or whatever it is to protest? Precisely what am I protesting against? What exactly am I supposed to be protesting against? Oh, they say I should show up and protest because Donald Trump is arresting illegal criminals. Ah, I got it. So me, an American citizen, who did immigration the right way. It took my mother over 13 years living on a disgusting refugee camp. It took me over 3 years living on that same disgusting refugee camp. So we could do immigration the legal way. You're expecting me to show up in the streets and protest to keep illegal criminal aliens in America?
If you actually agree with this girl and you're on her side of things and you see where she's coming from because she did do things step by step the right way despite how long it takes, let me know down below. Please hit the thumbs up button so that this can get pushed out so others can see it. Okay, here we go. Bakersfield, California. Let's see how they're doing. It goes on forever, and Bakersfield is one of the smaller places in California, but look at endless people in all directions. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, it's literally 110 degrees out, so if people are protesting in Arizona, hopefully they brought some umbrellas with them. Okay, here's Los Angeles again.
A great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, boy.
Philadelphia. I think we can agree that this has to be the largest assembly of people nationwide that I've ever seen in my life. This has got to be the biggest protest I've ever seen in the world, because this is the equivalent of like a couple of our states, everybody protesting in those states, right? If you took all these people, it's probably the equivalent of 2 or 3 states' populations. Just seems outrageously large. Look at all these people. Crazy. Huge would be a better word, I guess. That's what she said. All right, here's San Diego to finish it off. Look at that! Holy moly! Cool pirate ship, huh? Or clipper, as they say. That is mighty impressive. No matter what side you are on, if you're out there, be safe. Make sure you stay hydrated. Try not to get in too much trouble. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. If you don't like the way I talk, hit the thumbs up button at least. And come back again next time. We'll watch some more videos together. Have a good night.